We are tracking storms throughout parts of the Midwest this morning, including right here in the Badger State. We're letting you know what to expect in your Alert Day forecast.
This is News 3 Now this morning.
Good morning, everybody. Thanks for waking up with us. I'm Leah Lynchide.
And I'm Chris Stanford. It is an alert day, and our certified most accurate weather team is keeping an eye on high wind, heavy rain, and hail that we could see later today.
Yeah, we have all of our eyes on the radar this morning as we watch storms cross over Iowa and the Northwoods this morning. Let's start right away with Chris Reese timing out what you can expect and when here in our neck of the woods, Chris.
Yeah, good morning, guys. We do have a slight risk of severe weather. That's level 2 out of 5. That's for all the areas that you see shaded in the yellow. So we're talking from the Northwoods, Green Bay, the Fox River Valley, through south central Wisconsin, and then back into parts of the Driftless region as well. We break down the timing, and I'm mainly focused on about noon through dinner time for us around here. This is where we could see a few severe storms that bring with it the potential for some high wind and some hail. We start breaking down the threats on an individual level. The tornado threat is the lowest. Could there be a weak isolated spin up? Sure, it's certainly possible. But this is the lowest threat that we do have. We'll have to watch that as we go into the rest of the afternoon. What we're really focused on is the potential for some hail and wind. These are our elevated risks for all the areas that you see shaded in the yellow throughout all of Wisconsin at this point, especially throughout the Northwoods, back down towards the south and west. Now, you asked me where's the greatest potential for severe weather as a whole. That's going to be further towards our south. We're talking along and north of I-70, really parts of northern Missouri, northern Kansas, southern Nebraska, and extreme southern Iowa is the place to watch later on for the tornadoes and the wind especially. But for us, here's what we're watching right now. We have one severe thunderstorm watch that is well to our south and west. We do still have the stronger storms throughout parts of the Northwoods, at least earlier on. Now, some of these were severe early this morning. They're not severe anymore. We're going to watch them closely. A lot of that will likely miss us towards our north and east, but we're going to pay attention to things developing throughout southern Wisconsin a little bit later on. Another thing to take note of, we're cloudy right now. The clouds without the sun is going to help limit the severe weather risk, but at the same time, winds are coming out of the south and southwest. It's going to help increase all the ingredients that we need. It's help pumping in more of that fuel for the thunderstorm. So it's going to be a battle between the two. We'll see if we're able to get any sunshine into the picture later. But we're at 71 in Madison right now. Janesville coming in at 72. Meanwhile, the Dells are just a little cooler at 68 this morning, but we're all into the upper 60s or low 70s at this point. Future track shows you what I'm talking about when I say look for that main line in the Northwoods now to miss us towards the north and east. But I want to focus on what may develop on top of us as we start to move towards lunchtime. This is when we could see some of the first rounds of those storms going up, and this is when we could start to see some of those stronger storms too. Again, cloud cover will help limit some of that instability, but we're going to watch things all morning long. We'll see more chances for some showers and storms as we start to move into your Friday night and Saturday as well. In fact, there's a daily chance for the showers and thunderstorms throughout this entire 10-day forecast. The days with the lowest risk going to be next Thursday and next Friday. But folks, get ready for a little bit of an active pattern. That daily storm chance is something we could use.
Hopefully that evens out the drought. Thanks, Chris. All right, back to the severe weather risk. We want to make sure that you're prepared if things do get bad today.
Yeah, there are steps you can take right now before your day starts. Taylor Lazenby continues our team coverage with more. Hi, Taylor.
Good morning, guys. We are working to make sure that you are weather ready at your home or business when this severe weather hits later on today. Now, some of that information that we're learning is having an emergency planning kit. Now, such as parking and having a safe place for you and your family members to meet at in case of severe weather hits, whether that's a building or a park or somewhere outside of your home. Now, we learned this information from the National Storm Damage Center. They also say it's smart to assign an out-of-state friend or a relative to have emergency contacts on hand and nearby. Also, it's important to make sure your cell phones are charged. It's also good to keep that portable battery with you. And if your windshield wipers are dull, now is the time to stop and change those out so that they are sharp and can go work through this severe weather we will see later on today. Also, this is good to teach kids the responsibility to shut off all of their utilities before leaving the house. Now, guys, it's also important we're learning to shut off your gas and water as well. It's like we mentioned, those utilities are just some of the things to help during the severe weather to keep you and your businesses and homes safe. Now, coming up in our next half hour, we're going to hear about some of the major events that are happening today that may be put on pause due to some of this severe weather.
Taylor, there are a couple of big ones, too. We'll talk to you in 30 minutes. You can stay ahead of the possible severe weather today with our Channel 3000 First Warned Weather app. You'll find interactive radar, severe weather alerts right on your phone. Make sure you turn on those notifications.
To another top story this morning, a disappointing night for Bucs fans.
Yeah, the team dropped Game 1 of the Eastern Conference Finals at home against the Hawks. Adam Duxter has fan reaction.
Well, obviously not the result that Bucs fans were hoping for here in the series opener, but still a one-of-a-kind experience here in the Deer District, and a hope that as the series continues, the team can turn it around. Well, at times, the Bucs had Fiserv Forum's Deer District rocking. The team came up just short Wednesday.
It was painful to watch.
But fans like TJ Nichols say they're not giving up yet.
I'm comfortable. I do think we beat them in mismatches for the most part. Trae Young he's a beast. He's hard to stop. Everywhere else, I think we can handle him. It's going to be a matter of actually doing it.
Well, the Bucs have been down in the playoffs before. Wednesday's loss marked the first time this playoffs they've lost at home.
Yeah, it was upsetting. It's hard to watch that at the end, hoping they had a chance. Didn't.
And while the ending certainly was tough to swallow, the Milwaukee faithful know their championship hopes are still a long way from being over.
I mean, it sucks, but we got faith. We got plenty of time to make up this series. It's game 1. We got 4 more games. We got Bucs in 5.
The series will continue with game 2 coming up this Friday night at 7:30. And once again, the Deer District will be open to the public with or without a ticket to the game. Reporting in Milwaukee, Adam Duxter, News 3 Now This Morning.
Atlanta's Trae Young led all scorers Wednesday night, 48 points. Giannis led the Bucs with 34. We'd like to hear who you think is going to take the entire series. You can head over and weigh in on our poll over on channel3000.com. Starting today, the WIAA State Track and Field Meet returns to La Crosse.
Thousands of athletes from across the state are going to go for the gold over the next 3 days. Along with those athletes, about 16,000 fans will be there to cheer them on. All those people coming from outside the area to boost area business.
Typically, we approximate this event at $1.8 to $2.2 million of economic impact, and I think this year, even with the altered changes, we're still going to see something really close to that.
It's a big boom, right? And with all those altered changes, this year's meet will take place over 3 days instead of the normal 2. Division 3 is today, 2 tomorrow, and 1 on Saturday. Well, a rule set by the WIAA is gaining some attention from state lawmakers this morning.
Yeah, it could prevent some student athletes from playing sports next year. The rule prevents student athletes who switched schools mid-school year from playing sports for a full year. Republican Senator John Jagler says it's meant to avoid super teams forming in the state. Now, this all came to light after a student transferred due to COVID-19 to be in a classroom full-time. Jagler has drafted a new bill, though, that would allow COVID-related instances to waive that rule.
Badger fans, hope you're ready to jump around at Camp Randall this year. The stands are going to be full for the first time in 2 years. Wisconsin football says the Camp Randall and the UW Fieldhouse will be at full capacity in the fall. The first game, Wisconsin's going to host Penn State at Camp Randall Saturday, September 14th. Last year, no fans were allowed for games, only some family. Tickets can be found right now at uwbadgers.com.
Staying in the Big Ten, a legal battle is brewing this morning. A group of students from Indiana University is suing the school over its vaccine mandate. It requires students, faculty, and staff to get the shot or get an exemption for religious or medical reasons before the fall term. 8 students filed a lawsuit this week saying the requirement is in violation of the 14th Amendment and state law. 6:08 now. We're continuing to follow the breaking news overnight. At least 1 person dead and several injured as crews sift through the rubble of a condo collapse in Miami.
Over 80 units have responded to this scene. Take a look at your screen here to see what happened. Miami Fire and Rescue says the building is known as the Champlin Towers. This is a developing story. We will continue to keep you updated as we learn more. New information now on a bill that's expected to be vetoed by Governor Evers. The Wisconsin State Senate has passed a bill making us a Second Amendment sanctuary. The Republican-authored bill would prohibit police in Wisconsin from enforcing any future federal laws banning or restricting gun use, even though the U.S. Constitution dictates that federal law trumps conflicting state law. The bill would also require guns manufactured in Wisconsin to have a Made on Wisconsin stamp on them.
Another bill on Governor Evers' desk this morning, legislation allowing people to braid hair without a license in Wisconsin. The Senate passed the bill yesterday after the Assembly overwhelmingly supported it this spring. The black community has been pushing to deregulate hair braiding for years. It would allow more jobs in the state, and it would also put pressure on cosmetology schools to add it to their curriculum.
Vice President Kamala Harris is heading to El Paso, Texas on Friday. She'll be touring the southern border for the first time since taking office. Harris is leading the administration's efforts to stem the flow of migration from Central America through Mexico. She visited Guatemala and Mexico earlier this month. The U.S. saw a surge in border crossings this spring. Customs and Border Protection says it encountered more than 180,000 migrants in May.
The Biden administration is asking the Border Patrol chief to step down. Rodney Scott assumed the role in February of 2020 under President Trump. It had been widely assumed he would leave with the changed administration, though he has not. Scott now has the option between retiring, resigning, or relocating to a different job within the department.
6:10 coming up, a milestone for a premature baby born in Wisconsin.
But first, Josh is in the 608 with the story of a local family working to end a debilitating disease.
Don't miss the Stars and Stripes appliance sale now at Furniture and Appliance Mart. Save up to 40% off in-stock doorbusters while they last. Plus, no interest for 18 months. The biggest appliance sale of the year starts now at Furniture and Appliance Mart inside Ashley HOMESTORE off the Beltline.
If the peanut butter in a Reese's could talk to the chocolate, what would it say? You complete me. Should we start a podcast? Who does your ridges?
Hugging people again.
Going out to eat.
Keeping them safe.
We all have a reason to get fully vaccinated. What's yours? Get your COVID-19 vaccine at vaccines.gov.
Oh my gosh. Wow. Who am I?
Wow, is that really me?
They are some of the hottest videos on social media. Those videos claiming to instantly get rid of bags under your eyes. Celebrate this 4th of July knowing you look your best with Plexiderm. Lifestyle expert Annette Figueroa is here to tell us why she says this one is for real.
This one is for real, and I'm so excited. We even have a video that the viewers can watch while you and I talk. And you'll notice the model has bags underneath his eyes and some sagging, and all he uses is a small amount, and that's how easy it is.
All right, what's the active ingredient?
Okay, so it's silicates that are minerals found in shale rock. And what it does is it tightens and lifts the appearance of bags underneath your eyes in as little as 10 minutes, no prescriptions, and very little effort. And I did this to my father. We were at home, and we were screaming. 4 minutes, 34 seconds, completely gone.
My real true opinion is holy words I can't say on camera. These lines bother me. They really do. And this is absolutely unbelievable. I mean, I could feel it just lifting my skin. It feels great. Looks even better.
I'm Neela. I'm 61 years old. I'm a professional personal trainer. It's so important to be in good health and to be fit and take care of yourself. How it makes you feel inside is amazing. Plexiderm, seriously, it fixes all that. It makes you feel as good outside as you do inside. Honest to God, it's amazing. There's nothing there. Like, the bags are gone.
And not only does it work on the bags, it works on the appearance of crow's feet, fine lines, and wrinkles. So it targets all those problem areas.
So this would be a daily thing, or just when you want to like get rid of the bags? And
yeah, it absolutely could be a daily thing. You have high school reunions, you have events you want to go to, you want to look years younger, this is it.
This 4th of July is the best time to get Plexiderm for $14.95. See it work for yourself after your first application. Your solution is at plexidermtrial.com or call the number on your screen.
During the Summer of Sleep mattress sale at Ashley HOMESTORE, save up to 60% off doorbusters like these. This deluxe Serta is half price, plus $500 in free furniture. Save $1,000 instantly on your choice of Sealy or Perfect Sleeper, now just $6.99. Ashley HOMESTORE.
All right, time to slow things down and see what's happening in the 608 this morning. There's a local family working hard to end a debilitating disease.
Josh Bryder here now with their story that hits really close to home for them, Josh.
Yeah, turning kind of a terrible story here into something positive, guys. A lot of us know families or friends who have been impacted by Alzheimer's disease, but there's a local family trying to put a stop to it. Ed Walther was diagnosed with Alzheimer's about 8 years ago, right around the time for retirement. His wife, Judy, is now his full-time caregiver. After seeing the toll it took on the couple and the family, their kids and some close friends started Team Wolfgang for a walk to end Alzheimer's to fundraise for the Alzheimer's Association. In the last 5 to 6 years, they've been one of the top teams for the Dane County Walk, raising over $50,000 for the association.
It always helps when you have that support behind you. It just gives us more motivation and more reason to go out and try to do our best to raise those funds.
So here's where you come in this morning. Coming up this weekend, the family is holding a fundraiser to help with the cause. They'll be hosting a cash raffle drawing at Nordic Ridge Park and Splash Pad in Stoughton on Sunday, going from 11 to 3 p.m. They have also many donated items that they're going to be raffling off as well. This is just one event out of the year they partake in. They do a fall mum sale, which is actually their biggest fundraiser of the year. And they're also hosting 3 50-50 cash raffle drawings at the Madison Speedway. So plenty of ways to help bring awareness to this dreadful disease. And all of the proceeds go straight to the Alzheimer's Association of Southern Wisconsin. So for more information on Team Wolfgang, you can go to the story at channel3000.com. $50,000, guys. I mean, that's it. I mean, over 5 to 6 years, that's a pretty good chunk of change.
Yeah, and that's just for one of the events, right, that they put on, or is that all of them together?
This is all together.
All together.
Yep, all together.
That's still really impressive. You know, a lot of families go through this. And our family in particular, like my grandmother had Alzheimer's, and to slowly watch someone you love kind of fade away, it's tough. So I'm all for what they're doing.
Oh yeah, and it impacts people so differently too. Some people see it in a more aggressive kind, some people it's a little bit slower. So let's put a stop to it. Let's help out Team Wolfgang again on Sunday. All the details up on channel3000.
It's heartbreaking. I didn't know that your grandma went through that. That is tough.
But there again, we all know somebody. It impacts all of us.
I mean, the stats. I mean, the stats alone. It's pretty remarkable. Oh, thanks, Josh.
Yeah, you bet. Remember to let me know what inspires you in the 608. You can reach out either on social media or email at inthe608@wictv.com for a chance to be featured.
All right, well, here is some good news for SSM Health St. Mary's Hospital in Madison this morning. They've now been verified as a Level 2 trauma center by the American College of Surgeons. Before it was a Level 3, the hospital began working on this back in 2018. It means that St. Mary's has the resources and staff now to care for patients with serious life or limb-threatening injuries.
We have 15 designated surgeons and advanced practitioners that are here continuously, and they are providing care associated with our protocols.
Along with those 15 surgeons and advanced practitioners, St. Mary's provides 24/7 on high-risk coverage as well as 24/7 social work coverage.
Around the state this morning, up in Somerset is a baby dubbed the most premature baby ever to survive. He is now celebrating his first birthday. Baby Richard was born last June, while his mother was only 20 weeks pregnant.
Oh, man.
This incredible story landed this baby on the Guinness Book of World Records. When Richard was born, the doctors told his parents he wouldn't make it.
Like when Richard was born, at first they were saying he had a 0% chance of survival. They asked us if we wanted to hold him before he passed away.
The parents are now using GoFundMe to start a nonprofit for other premature babies. You heard the dad there say that doctors said he had a 0% chance of making it. They're taking that 0% chance. They say they want other families to know there's a 100% chance of survival. There's 100% chance of hope in these situations.
What a miracle.
Right.
20 weeks. I can't fathom.
5 months, halfway through.
Holy cow. That's, and to see him now, oh, boy. Like I said, what a miracle.
Quite the story.
Yeah. 6:18, let's check in with meteorologist Chris Reese. It's an alert day, and we're tracking the risk of some severe weather. Chris?
Yeah, good morning, guys. It is indeed an alert day. We're watching that potential for some high winds, hail, and perhaps even an isolated spin-up tornado in some spots. We have a slight risk of severe weather. That's level 2 out of 5 for a large majority of our viewing area. We're going from Beaver Dam all the way back towards Platteville. The areas that are in the marginal risk, level 1 out of 5. This is Lake Mills down towards Janesville Louisville, and Beloit. So the further south and east you are, the less your risk is for severe weather, but we all have to be on guard for the possibility of seeing some strong storms. Now, the strongest storms of the day, those will remain well to our south. We're talking I-70 in north parts of Kansas City, northern Missouri, northern Kansas, and southern Nebraska as well. We're tracking some of those thunderstorms out there this morning. A lot of that just moved through Des Moines, but we also have some showers and thunderstorms in the Northwoods early on this morning. And these were severe earlier. They've lost some of their strength, but still there's some stronger thunderstorms that are rumbling through even places like Wausau as we speak. Southern Wisconsin is dry for now. The showers and thunderstorms towards our north, they will stay to our north and east. But we're going to watch things all morning long and keep you guys up to date. Most of the Beltline is in good shape, but I am watching an incident. This is right around that University Avenue interchange on the Beltline as you begin to approach Middleton. So keep this in mind, especially if you live around the Greenway Station area or right off High Point Road. This might be something that impacts you as you begin to move towards your morning commute. The rest of Dane County, things are in great shape for us. Most routes are cruising along at their normal speeds with no crashes or no major delays, guys.
Chris Reese, thanks for keeping an eye on that for us. 6:19 now. The massive cargo ship that blocked the Suez Canal is now freed after months of being impounded. The ship blocked the canal for 6 days. Suez is one of the world's biggest arteries for trade. The ship was impounded with all of the goods still aboard, causing a legal battle over costs. Canal authorities originally demanded $900 million from the owners of the ship. If an agreement is reached, it's still going to take weeks for companies to receive their inventory since the ship needs repair.
Well, listen to this. Legos will soon be made from recycled plastic bottles. The toy company is aiming to create its new blocks without people noticing the difference, too. Lego currently uses plastics made from crude oil, but hopes to make that switch to plastic bottles in 2023. Lego says a 1-liter plastic bottle provides enough raw material for 10 2x4 Lego bricks.
Trying to make a difference there.
Yeah, I love it.
All right, after the break, a petition has hit an outstanding number. We'll tell you what that's for in just a few minutes.
And in our next half hour, we'll have an update out of Janesville after explosives were reported in a man's basement.
With a nursing degree, helping others went from a job to a career.
Save on the best name brand mattresses with the A1 Instant Rebate with a huge selection in stock now. Your choice, 14-inch firm or plush queen mattress, just $4.99.
Madison's locally owned family furniture store.
Save online or in-store with the A1 Instant Rebate.
4 days only. Save an extra $700 on these top appliance brands exclusively at the Grand Appliance Buy More, Save More sale. Get great deals on thousands of in-stock appliances, including this Bosch Ultra Quiet dishwasher for just $5.98, or this 26 cubic foot LG side-by-side refrigerator just $9.98. Visit your local Grand showroom or grandappliance.com to save today. Grand Appliance. You make it home, we make it grand.
Welcome to beautiful Greene County and the Meyer Homestead. Meet Jeremy, Kelsey, and Landon. Hi, Landon. You guys, tell me a little bit about the family legacy of dairy farming right here on this property.
My grandpa moved here when he was 20 years old and milked for 40 years. And then when I was 20, bought some herd of cows and started on my own. So,
when you were younger watching your grandpa, did you think that, you know what, I want to do this someday?
I was their age when I said I wanted to farm right here.
Yeah.
So I'm living the dream.
Absolutely. How about cow care? You hear a lot about that, but how do you make sure that you guys are taking the best care of your cows as possible?
Well, ultimately, the old saying when I was growing up, and it's still true, if you take care of the cows, they'll take care of you. We have to put our cows first just so we can continue to do what we love.
Mm-hmm. And as parents, I mean, you guys have 2 young sons. Benefits of dairy products, obviously important to you guys as parents, but just kind of enlighten the viewers a little bit as far as those dairy product benefits.
Yeah, dairy is so important to us feeding young boys. It's full of essential nutrients like vitamin A, vitamin D, iron, and it also has a lot of protein, which for me, as a mom running after 2 very active young boys, is so helpful. It also helps recover your muscles and keeps you feeling full during the day.
Yep, I love it, absolutely. How can viewers support you guys, especially your family here?
Yeah, so buying local dairy products. We're in June Dairy Month, which is my favorite month of the year, celebrating all things dairy. And along with that, there's so many fun, unique events throughout the state. So whether that's a local dairy breakfast or other local events, so I would definitely check those out.
From Monroe, I'm Emmy Fink, and you're buzzed into Madison.
Save now on furniture with the A1 Instant Rebate with a huge selection of inventory available now. Your choice 2-piece sofa and love seater sectional, just $9.99.
Madison's locally owned family furniture store.
Save online or in-store with the A1 Instant Rebate.
So Jeff Bezos is set to go to space next month, and a lot of people want him to stay there.
You heard that right. A petition has more than 100,000 signatures for the billionaire to remain in space permanently.
Come on, guys.
Bezos is set to go to space on July 20th with his brother Mark and somebody else who paid $28 million to tag along. He's only going to be up there for 4 minutes. It's clear a lot of folks would prefer he stay up there forever.
So, do his brother and our anonymous guy get to come back?
Yeah.
Are they liked? Are they well liked? Anyone spending $28 million for 4 minutes in space probably also is not well liked.
I don't know. I mean, we don't know who anonymous individual is.
Ooh.
That's the key. Maybe it's some great philanthropist, but if they are, I doubt they'd spend $28 million on 4 minutes in space. So,
for real?
I don't know.
This is obviously a real juvenile of people that start a petition like this. It's like, oh, you like space so much, why don't you just stay there?
Somebody's
this
got a lot of
honestly
time
sounds
on their
like something my youth group kids would do. And so I think that's why this cracks me up so much, because I was like, what did Jack do? You know, I don't know. I don't get it. I understand not liking a person, but this just seems
mean.
Hard to have sympathy for Jeff Bezos.
That's true.
Yeah,
That's very true.
That is very true.
The
I
guy
can't give
probably
it that.
doesn't care about the petition. He's doing just fine.
I would love to see him respond to it. I doubt that'll happen, but
Me too.
When he gets back, he'll be like, I thought about it, but after 4 minutes in space, Earth was better. I don't know.
There you go. All right, so it's an alert day. We're tracking the risk for some severe weather that's going to roll in today.
Yes, we are. The alert day is mainly for today and tonight. I'm really eyeing those hours between about noon and 7 o'clock tonight as having some of the better potential to see some showers and thunderstorms go up. I do want to stress, though, this is not going to be a washout, but it's going to be pretty cloudy for most of the day, so you're going to feel like it's a washout. But the reality is we're going to have several dry hours.
All right, more on the alert day coming up right after this, folks.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
This isn't your typical runaway bride scene. It's a Nissan sales van ad.
Hurry in for a low $219 per month lease on the 2021 Rogue.
No more Freon for your AC. Oh no, the homeowner's called Action Man and his action team.
Call on Action Plumbing, Heating, and Electric at iwantactionnow.com.
Do you worry about going to the dentist? Well, relax. The Carefree Dental Card is now available in your area. Call the number on your screen and we'll send your actual card at no cost today. With the Carefree Dental Card, you go to the dentist whenever you need and you instantly pay a lot less. The Carefree Dental Card is just $15.95 a month. So call now and make going to the dentist carefree.
Call 1-800-451-3571 to receive your free Carefree Dental Card information kit.
Wow. No braces, everything's hands-free. I wasn't so lucky.
Invis is not your parents' braces. Invis is faster than braces and the clear aligner brand most trusted by doctors, Invisalign.
They say when you come from a small town like us, you do things your own way. That's why US Cellular doesn't have any hidden requirements. So you can get the latest phone with no activation fees, required phone trade-ins, or anything like that. That's all there is to it. Get a Samsung Galaxy S21 5G free with no hidden requirements. The nationwide network built from your town up. U.S. Cellular.
I did not have to put anything down.
Not a cent. Didn't have to write anyone, no check or anything.
I had absolutely no out-of-pocket costs.
I didn't have to pay a penny, and I still haven't paid a penny.
I didn't actually give him any money. I got money back.
If you don't win, we don't win. If I don't win, you don't win. What does that mean? It was like, well, if you don't win, you don't pay us anything.
There was no fee unless we won the case.
It didn't cost me anything. Gruber took care of everything.
If you've been injured, call Gruber Law Offices. One call, that's all.
Wisconsin weather can be frustrating. Get the latest forecast, alerts, and detailed traffic reports from the News 3 Now team. Download the Channel 3000 Firstborn app, sponsored by Group Health Cooperative, and be prepared for anything headed our way.
Is your credit score getting in the way of things you want to do? Personal loans through NetCredit help you borrow up to $10,000. So check your eligibility on netcredit.com today without affecting your credit score. You may even be able to build your credit history as you repay. NetCredit, a more personal loan.
This isn't your typical runaway bride scene. It's a Nissan sales event ad.
Hurry in for 0% financing for up to 72 months on 13 models.
Right now, some breaking news about a bomb threat out of Janesville. What's happening there? Straight ahead.
And we are tracking showers and thunderstorms throughout parts of the Midwest this morning, including right here in Wisconsin. We have everything you need to know just minutes away.
This is News 3 Now this morning.
Good morning, everyone. It is an alert day. We are focused on that risk for severe weather today. Really coming into focus now as some of those storms are pushing closer to Wisconsin.
Your certified most accurate weather team keeping an eye on what you need to know, timing everything out for your day. Let's get straight to Chris Reese with the details. Hi, Chris.
Good morning, folks. We've been tracking some of these showers and thunderstorms throughout the Northwoods pretty much all morning long. Since the overnight hours, 2 or 3 o'clock, a lot of these storms went up. They're still rolling through as we speak. You're watching them, especially right around the Wausau area. You get towards Marathon County, we're seeing those showers of thunderstorms. A lot of these are now starting to push out of the Duluth Superior area and more so towards the Fox River Valley over towards Sturgeon Bay and Door County. But I'm also watching this area of showers of thunderstorms. It's working towards our south and west. That has moved through Des Moines, now intersecting that I-35 corridor. That's going to continue to push further towards the south and east. We're between the two right now, and we are dry, but we will have our own chance to see some of those showers of thunderstorms later on. The entire area, with the exception of Jefferson County and most of Rock County, is under a slight risk of severe weather. That's level 2 out of 5 everywhere in the yellow. So we're talking Madison, Middleton, Oregon, Sun Prairie, Fitchburg, all of us, Stoughton, you are under that slight risk. You work your way up towards Partyville, Poynette, back towards Baraboo, back towards Dodgeville, Highland, and Platteville. You have the slight risk, level 2 out of 5 for severe weather. Milton, Janesville, Beloit, Lake Mills, you do not have the slight risk, but you have the marginal risk, but that doesn't mean that you can't be on guard for severe weather. You should still be on guard as we get the showers of thunderstorms going up a little bit later on. Though our greatest risk for storms, that's the enhanced level 3 out of 5 along and north of I-70, right around that Kansas City metro. So let's start breaking down the threats. Everyone's always concerned about whether or not we're going to see a tornado. The chance is very low, but the chance is there. It would be a weak spin-up tornado. You still want to make sure that you're prepared for whatever may come our way. Excuse me there. We could see hail up to about quarter-sized. We're also talking about the potential for 60-mile-per-hour winds. It's going to be the greatest thing to look for as we go through the afternoon and these showers of thunderstorms get going. In the meantime, temperatures are pretty much in the 70s for all of us. We have cloud cover that's going to help temper that severe weather threat just a little bit, but winds out of the south are still trying to pump in more of that moisture and instability. So it's going to be a battle between the two. The more sun we see, the more likely we are to see those showers of thunderstorms. But that best chance comes around the afternoon hours. Lunch to 7 o'clock is going to be our best chance. Temperatures will be into the 70s. Here's future track. You see what's missing us off towards the north and east. Here we are right at 1 o'clock. You see some of those showers of thunderstorms trying to develop closer to us. This takes us towards 4. So like I said, not a widespread washout event, but we have to watch the storms closely because anyone that goes up could be a little bit stronger. That's why we have the alert day in the forecast. We're going to track storm chances pretty much every day all through next week.
Sounds good, Chris. Thanks. We are keeping a lookout for that weather all day long.
Might affect some of your evening plans, too. Taylor Lazenby is live with what could be changing tonight. Hi, Taylor.
Good morning, guys. That's right. It is summertime, and with that means a lot of our outdoor and indoor activities may be canceled due to that severe weather that we may experience later on here today. Now, in this last hour, I've called some of our major businesses and events that will have events going on later today. They said right now everything is still on. They're monitoring the weather, and as it predicts and gets over in the future, we're going to learn more about what events will stay open and closed. But for right now, we know that the Bodega Market later on today at the field is still scheduled to start. Also, there is a Mallards game set for 6:35. It's a home game right here at home. Plus, a lot of our softball leagues, if it's children's intramural and adult leagues right now, are still scheduled to continue. Now, guys, as we mentioned all morning, we are monitoring those events, that major events in our area, to make sure that they will stay on. Right now, they say everything is a go. Of course, you can monitor those events by checking out our website. That's at channel3000.com.
Taylor Lazenby helping us plan our evening. Thank you very much, Taylor. We have some breaking news overnight. Police are investigating a bomb threat in Janesville. Authorities say they got a nondescript call about a welfare check last night. Firefighters showed up and ended up staying well past midnight. The Dane County Bomb Squad had to help remove several devices from the scene. Police say there is no threat to the public, and there are no arrests announced at this hour either. We are keeping on top of this story. We'll be asking more questions and bringing you the answers once they're available. New details now on what's being called a complex violent death in Rock County. 97-year-old Kathleen Beggs of Janesville was found dead inside a home last week. Authorities now identify the suspect as 37-year-old Jamie Beggs. Beggs is charged with first-degree intentional homicide. Police say Jamie was staying with the victim when she died. Beggs is already in the Rock County Jail on an unrelated charge. A court date is set for tomorrow.
The Journal-Sentinel reporting that Mandela Barnes has made a major move towards running for Senate in 2022. The Lieutenant Governor has recently hired a political advisor, Corey Kozlowski, who's previously served as National Political Director for the Democratic Congressional Campaign Committee. He's meant to help guide Barnes through the process of running.
Barnes would be running for Ron Johnson's Senate seat. Johnson hasn't said yet if he will rerun, but he is receiving some extra publicity in Wisconsin. A statewide RV tour that's promoting President Biden's American Rescue Plan is also calling out Johnson. The summer is on. No Thanks to Ron RV tour is being put on by the group Opportunity Wisconsin. The RV will be traveling across the state.
But thanks to the American Rescue Plan, shots are up. COVID is down, personal incomes are up, and we've got small business relief, restaurant revitalization fund that so many of us have been able to take advantage of.
Representative Francesca Hong there speaking for Opportunity Wisconsin. She says Johnson voted against the rescue plan back in April. There are already 5 announced Democratic candidates running for Johnson's seat, not counting Barnes.
Governor Evers has already announced his re-election campaign for 2022, but he hasn't said whether Mandela Barnes will be on the ticket with him. Now, if the lieutenant governor ran for Senator Johnson's seat, Governor Evers would have to choose a new running mate.
Madison Police Chief Sean Barnes is responding to the community this morning, talking about ways his officers are trying to connect with their neighbors.
This is the home of problem-oriented policing, so it definitely has to start there, and it also has to start with that legacy of community policing.
The chief held a press conference yesterday on the topic. He says Madison officers have started increasing foot patrols to make citizens feel safer and build those community connections.
Continuing our Dane County housing coverage from this week, Madison is in the middle of an apartment building boom. More than 4,600 individual units are in the works, and those are just ones approved for this year. This is perhaps most obvious on the Isthmus, where developers are building up and not out. Across from the street from Bree Stevens, another high-rise is going up. City planner Heather Stouter says large complexes like this could perhaps fix a problem that's contributing to your high rent.
A healthy vacancy rate in a city is about 5%. You want to have about 5% of your residential units vacant at any one time.
Madison averages below that healthy vacancy rate. Now, that lack of supply is what's driving prices up. In fact, Heather says many complexes don't have any units available right now.
Keep an eye out for new legislation from the state capitol today. Madison Senator Melissa Agard, along with a representative from Appleton, are trying to protect the state's pollinators. We'll have more information on that bill up on channel3000.com.
An update now on the Chemtool plant fire from Rockton, Illinois this week. The owner of the plant, Lubrizol Corporation, says air sampling is not showing a negative health risk to the surrounding community. It hopes the results will give residents peace of mind. 2 agents from the U.S. Chemical Safety and Hazard Investigation Board are being deployed now to the site to determine the circumstances. As air testing continues, pieces of debris found last week in nearby yards are also being sent to an EPA-approved site for testing.
A local school board here in Wisconsin wants to limit critical race theory in schools to 2 elective classes. The Germantown Board of Education made the decision, and it's part of a nationwide conversation right now. Coming up on CBS This Morning, you'll hear how one Nashville teacher feels about limiting education on race.
I think that it's an assault on the craft of teaching to tell educators who do this every day, who go into classrooms every day and do the hard work of teaching, that they are not qualified enough to make the decisions that are best for their students.
That full conversation on the critical race theory coming up just after 7.
Looking outside this morning, we are tracking the risk for severe weather today on this alert day. We'll check in with Chris Reese and Madison Certified Most Accurate Forecast when we come back.
And a big day at the White House. Who's sitting down with the president?
Having kids means having stuff. My Keystone Stairway bunk. Storage inside the stairs, behind the stairs, even under the bed. In gray, espresso, or white. Just $8.99.
See what's in stock, in-store or online.
The light at the end of the tunnel isn't shining so brightly for everyone. Families continue to fight for survival. Some jobs are gone forever. Bills pile up. But please know, you have not been forgotten. Your local Wisconsin energy and emergency rental assistance providers are working together to keep you safely in your home and your heat and power on. Apply now for a hand up.
4 days only. Shop the Buy More, Save More sale at Grand Appliance for unbeatable prices. Thousands of in-stock appliance options and up to $700 in additional savings available exclusively at Grand. Get great deals like this Amana top-load washer for just $4.98 or this Frigidaire 4-piece stainless steel package just $19.92. Visit your local Grand showroom or grandappliance.com to save today. Grand Appliance, the appliance expert since 1930.
Medical bills, missed time at work, life-changing injuries, household expenses. When you're the victim of an accident, it can feel like the weight of the entire world is on your shoulders. But we've dedicated our personal injury law firm to help take this crippling burden off your back. Habish, and Rotier. We fight for what's right.
A Madison Magazine exclusive, the untold story of Nirvana on the 30th anniversary of Nevermind, and Madison's pivotal role in the band's runaway success. With never-seen photos and local accounts. Get your collector's issue of Madison Magazine on newsstands June 30th. Congratulations to Madison Magazine for earning top industry honors for outstanding journalism and design, including the coveted prize for general excellence in the 36th Annual National City and Regional Magazine Awards.
Bobapedic means comfort. Ah, that's comfier. Hit it, guys.
Bob's Bobapedic, from your head down to your feet, it feels like no mattress you felt before.
Bob's Bobapedic.
It's one thing to say you have the most accurate forecast. It's another to prove it, and we've done just that.
First Warn Weather has been certified most accurate here in Madison by WeatherRate, an independent research firm. They study every news station's forecast every day, every year, and determine scientifically which forecasts align with the actual observed conditions.
Only one station came out on top, and that's News 3 Now First Warn Weather.
Trust the First Warn Weather team for your most accurate forecast.
I'm Owen from Madison. Hey, Chris, play My Day.
Morning, Owen. Absolutely. You can expect a chance for some showers and thunderstorms joining the picture, especially later on this afternoon and evening. We're going to be cloudy leading up to it. Temperatures are into the 70s. Now we're going to top out to the upper 70s later on. Here's what it is. You just step out the door right now. 71 degrees. Winds are out of the south and southwest at 11 miles per hour. What this is doing is it's starting to bring in more of that instability. The cloud cover is going to try to hinder it, but the instability is working its way on in. It's going to lead to a chance for some severe storms later on. Doppler track all dry for us for now in the Madison area. Really, all of southern Wisconsin is dry this morning. It's later on this afternoon that things begin to change. And Owen, I'm watching a slight risk for severe weather. That's level 2 out of 5. Any of these showers and storms that go up have the potential for high winds over 60 miles per hour. Some hail is also going to be possible. A weak spin-up tornado is also going to be possible. So in the meantime, plan ahead. Make sure you have everything that you need ready for some severe storms later on, and make sure your phone is charged especially. That way, if power goes out, you have a way to communicate. We have more rain chances as we start to look ahead, in addition to Friday into Saturday, and then daily rain chances all of next week. And of course, folks, I will plan your all's day just like I did for my friend Owen. Just send me a video, say, hey, Chris, plan my day, and I'll air that right here on News 3 Now this morning, closer to about 6:40 every single day. We're watching traffic this morning as well. So far, things are generally smooth, but I've been watching one incident that's not creating any major delays. This is going to be right around University, especially as you get closer towards Greenway and the Beltline. So keep this in mind if you're going to be commuting around the Middleton area. Otherwise, the Beltline construction continues. No major delays right now. We hope to keep it that way.
All right, thanks, Chris. Time to slow things down now and see what's happening in the 608 this morning. There's a local family working hard to end a debilitating disease.
Yes, Josh Breiter is here now with the story that hits pretty close to home for them. Hi, Josh.
Hey, guys. Good morning to the both of you. About 6.2 million folks have Alzheimer's disease here in the U.S., and with no cure, it impacts so many of us every day. But there's a local family working to stop it. I had the chance to catch up with them right here in the 608. Ed Walther of Stoughton was diagnosed with Alzheimer's about 8 years ago. Instead of enjoying retirement together, right now his wife Judy is his full-time caregiver at home. Since his diagnosis, the family started Team Wolfgang, which is Ed's nickname, in hopes of one day putting an end to Alzheimer's altogether.
I think it's really brought us closer together. We really work hard, my sisters and my brother and our family, to just try to, hold it together and support my mom and be there for my dad.
In the last 5 to 6 years, they've been able to raise more than $50,000 for the Alzheimer's Association of Southern Wisconsin. And this Sunday from 11 to 3, you have the chance to help them out with their next cause, the next fundraiser for the family. They'll be holding a cash raffle drawing at Nordic Ridge Park and Splash Pad in Stoughton on Sunday. They also have many donated items that they'll be raffling off as well. The number of people living with the disease doubles every 5 years beyond age 65, and the CDC projects it to nearly triple to 14 million people by 2060. This weekend's event is just one of those fundraisers the Walther family puts on every year, where all of those proceeds go straight to the Alzheimer's Association of Southern Wisconsin. So to learn more, you can go to channel3000.com. But $50,000 over the last 5 to 6 years, guys, that's very really impressive. And you can tell that they just have a lot of drive to make a positive impact. It's impacted them, pretty badly over the years, but they want to stop it so that way, some other families don't have to deal with it later on.
It's pretty telling how devastating this disease can be for this one family to hold so many different events. It makes such an impact here in southern Wisconsin.
It does. And the fact that all of this stays locally too, so everything that you do, if you go to their event on Sunday, all of this is going to support our local stuff right here. And I mean, you heard right there, it's bringing the families closer together. Obviously, it's something you don't want to go through, but you got to be positive in the end. You got to try to work through it.
I can't underline enough what a big deal this family is making in this community.
It is absolutely huge. And if you've probably heard of them before, Channel 3's covered their fall mum sale. That's kind of what they're really known for down in Stoughton. Yeah, so keep an eye out for that later this year, too.
We need more families like that.
We really do.
Thanks, Josh. Remember to let Josh know what inspires you in the 608. He'd love to hear from you. You can reach out on social media or email him at inthe608@wisctv.com. Another major meeting regarding the president's infrastructure bill is set to take place today. It's been over a month in the making, but last night a group of 21 bipartisan senators said they reached an agreement on the bill. The Associated Press reports there is a tentative framework for a deal. Biden will talk to the senators about that $1.2 trillion spending plan this morning.
We had a very good meeting. We got into quite a bit of detail. We're all on the same page.
The president originally wanted the bill to be passed by Memorial Day, but depending on what happens today at the meeting, a vote could be happening soon.
One LGBTQ community that's really struggled during the pandemic has been the drag community. Drag queens who made their living from performing had to stop. But now that restrictions are lifted and it's Pride Month, bars like 5 in Madison are hoping they can bounce back.
Really hoping that we get as much support, especially in the Madison drag community, because we definitely need it.
This year's Madison Pride celebrations won't take place, though, until August.
2 unlikely celebrities have now officially met.
Spider-Man. So that's my read. Spider-Man and the Pope are now friends, or at least acquaintances. A man dressed in a full skin-tight costume was introduced to the Pope yesterday at the end of his weekly audience. He was actually there to meet the Pope because of his work dressing up in costumes for sick children in Italy.
How about that? That's an image I didn't wake up and expect to see this morning. He's even got a little gift for the Pope there. How about that?
You think the Pope is going to dress up as Spider-Man?
I'd love to see him try.
Mask? Very cute.
6:48 now, coming up in the sprint. What change is coming for the Pfizer and Moderna vaccine from the FDA?
But first, it's June 24th. We want to say happy birthday to this little guy, Rhett, and all the kids turning 3 today. We hope you have a great day, Rhett. Thanks for celebrating with us.
Look Who's 3 is sponsored by Three Bears Resort, Indoor Water Park and Conference Center in Warrens, Wisconsin.
Save on the best name brand mattresses with the A1 Instant Rebate with a huge selection in stock now. Your choice, 14-inch firm or plush queen mattress, just $4.99.
Madison's locally owned family furniture store.
Save online or in-store with the A1 Instant Rebate.
There's been much debate about the Mona Lisa smile. Would it have been bigger and brighter if she'd had good dental care? Maybe if Physicians Mutual Insurance Company had been around back then, it'd be a different story. She could have gone to the dentist more, knowing she'd have help paying the bills. And those regular checkups might have found early signs of tooth decay or gum disease, costly problems that could keep anyone from smiling. Physicians Mutual offers affordable coverage that can help pay for cleanings and unexpected or expensive procedures you might need, like crowns or dentures. This is real dental insurance, not just a discount plan or for checkups only. There are no deductibles, and there's no annual maximum. Plus, you can see any dentist you want. Call or go online today for a free information kit from Physicians Mutual. Get the dental care you need to help you stay healthy. For your free information kit with all the details, call us now or go to sendinfokit.com.
What a deal! Get top dollar for your trade now at East Madison Toyota during the summer buyback event. Bring us any make, any model, and get top dollar for your trade. If it runs, we've got the funds during the summer buyback event at East Madison Toyota. Plus, we've just received 8 truckloads of inventory with a great selection of cars, trucks, vans, and SUVs at East Madison Toyota off I-90 and 151.
Wow. No braces, everything's hands-free. I wasn't so lucky.
Invis is not your parents' braces. Invis is faster than braces and the clear aligner brand most trusted by doctors, Invisalign.
We all have our signature ways to serve up fresh, and the last thing you want is to run out. With Pick and Save delivery and free pickup, you can get back to putting stuff on a stick. Pick and Save, fresh for everyone.
More than ever, America needs healthcare workers. So if you're ready to answer the call, Herzing University empowers you to earn the skills you need for all kinds of healthcare careers, including programs that can be completed in 10 months. Accredited and transfer-friendly, Herzing provides the personal care and support you need to succeed. We'll even waive your enrollment fee. Your nation needs healthcare workers. Join the movement at Herzing University. Call or click today.
Save now on furniture with the A1 Instant Rebate with a huge selection of inventory available now. Your choice, 2-piece sofa and love seat or sectional, just $9.99.
Madison's locally owned family furniture store.
Save online or in-store with the A1 Instant Rebate.
Attic Angel is hiring CNAs. Apply today online.
6:52, time for the morning sprint.
We start with breaking news out of Florida. Numbers just into the newsroom. 1 person is dead, at least 9 others in the hospital, and 80 rescue units still on the scene of a building collapse in Miami. We just pushed out the latest details on this story to our app 6 minutes ago. Pictures coming out of Miami show a pile of rubble in place of the building. It's not clear yet what caused the collapse. We will continue to keep you updated on this story over on that Channel 3000 News app.
A bomb threat investigation in Janesville this morning. Authorities worked from 5 p.m. yesterday to midnight at a home on the north side. They were responding to reports of a man with explosives in his basement. Authorities say there is no threat to the community right now. They are not saying if they've arrested anyone or not.
A court date is set for tomorrow for a Janesville homicide. Authorities say 37-year-old Jamie Beggs faces first-degree homicide charges for the death of 97-year-old Kathleen Beggs. She was found dead inside her home last week.
California Governor Gavin Newsom facing a recall this morning officially. The recall drive's been fueled by anger over the restrictions Newsom put into place to curb the spread of COVID-19. State officials confirmed that a recall election will proceed, but the date has not been set. It marks just the second time in California history this special election will be held to recall a sitting governor.
John McAfee, the eccentric antivirus software pioneer, was found dead in a Spanish jail cell yesterday. His death comes hours after a court ruling to extradite him back to the U.S. It's believed he committed suicide. The U.S. Department of Justice indicted McAfee on fraud and money laundering charges. The department alleges he participated in a $13 million scheme that falsely promoted cryptocurrency.
The Wisconsin Cheesemakers Association, along with other Wisconsin ag groups, are pushing for 3 bills that would block dairy and meat alternatives from using the phrases meat and cheese in their labeling. A unanimous the Assembly unanimously approved these bills this week. The bills are meant to cut down on confusion in the grocery store.
The FDA says it will add a warning to the Pfizer and Moderna coronavirus vaccines. This after government scientists found a likely connection between the shots and a rare type of heart inflammation. The CDC says it still strongly recommends all Americans 12 and older get vaccinated. The owner of the Chem Tool plant in Rockton, Illinois, says their air samples don't show a negative health risk to the community. Still, the investigation continues. 2 agents from the U.S. Chemical Safety and Hazard Investigation Board are dispatched to the scene to keep testing. The EPA is also testing pieces of debris found in nearby yards.
The Supreme Court handing down a ruling with major First Amendment implications for some 50 million public school students. The High Court siding with a high school cheerleader who cursed online. They said that punishing her for cursing about a school sports team online outside of school was unconstitutional.
New research in the journal BMJ finds the pandemic is lowering life expectancy in the U.S. Researchers found life expectancy decreased by almost 2 years. A drop like that hasn't been seen since World War II. Those numbers were even worse for Black and Hispanic Americans. They experienced a reduction of over 3 years.
Lego will soon be made from plastic bottles. The toy company aiming to create its new blocks without people noticing the difference. Lego currently uses plastic made from crude oil, but hopes to make the switch within 2 years. Lego says a 1-liter plastic bottle provides enough raw material for 10 2x4 Lego bricks.
The massive cargo ship blocking the Suez Canal may have been refloated months ago, but it wasn't actually freed. Hundreds of millions of dollars worth of cargo have been stuck on the impounded ship while the compensation claims were negotiated. The Suez Canal Authority originally demanded nearly $1 trillion from the company's Japanese owner. Lawyers say that agreement is nearing, and the boat and its cargo could soon be freed.
It is an alert day here in the News 3 Now First Warren Weather Center. We're watching things closely, especially for the potential for some high wind, hail, and an isolated tornado. Here's the overall thunderstorm outlook. It's a slight risk for most of the viewing area. That's level 2 out of 5 everywhere that you see the yellow. I'm breaking this down mainly between about lunchtime and 7 o'clock. We could see some high winds over 60 miles per hour. Some hail is going to be possible as 2 as we plan your day. We're really focused on the afternoon and evening.
Stay right here on News 3 Now for updates to that alert day every half hour. Channel 3000, continuous coverage all day.